Winter is finally over, warm days ahead, but also the grass will start to grow again. So if you're not interested in the weekly mowing action, then this is the video for you. It is 2024 after all, and just like vacuuming your flat, this task can be automated easily as well. And best of all, by now it is affordable too. Introducing the T1200 by RoboUP, a fully autonomous and smart lawn mowing robot, extremely precise, super silent, as well as safe. With this you can automatically map your garden, it will plan the mowing routes efficiently, and you can of course also set up schedules and adjust the cutting height and much more in the app. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out this awesome spaceship. As you can see, the box is actually fully wrapped, so there is not a lot that I can show you. So let's just open it up and find out what's inside. Okay, so check this out. We have this right here for manual mapping, a ruler. So up here we first of all have a foam padding. We have a nice thick manual, and then we already have the robot. Oh yeah, and actually quite a few boxes as well with accessories. This one, oh, it's empty. This one with the antenna pole. Let's pull out the robot. Oh, this one is rather light. And we have the base right there on the bottom. Another box and the base. Let's go. And that's it. Let's get straight to the accessories. So here we go, 2 boxes. So first of all, let me unpack all of that. So we have the paperwork, we have the ground spikes, spare blades, this one for the antenna, for the beam, and of course the parts for the antenna, the cables, power brick and the antenna itself. This is actually great. I will leave it on this cardboard. These are the ground spikes, and we will of course need them to fix the pole of the antenna in place. Nice aluminum rod, 3 segments, this one for the ground spike and this one for the antenna. Talking about the antenna, this is it right here with a status LED, the brand, the sub antenna, connection cable of course, this screw to fix it in place, and in here we have the reset button and also USB-C. So check it out right there, reset and USB-C. Let's plug it up once again. We will also get a box with spare blades, spare screws, and of course the ground spikes for the base station to fix it to the floor. We will get a bag with a few QR code stickers. As you can see, we have one right there on the base. We will get the power brick. Here we have all these specs and features, wall socket and for the cable. And we will get several elongation cables with these plugs, as you can see right here. And we can use these to store the brick in a safe location and bring the cable to the base. So that's the base right here with all the holes for the ground spikes. Nice base. We have the charging contacts right here, the QR code, and up here we also have a charging indicator LED. Really cool part right there. Nice texture for extra grip. And if you're curious, that's it from the bottom. So lastly, let's check out the manual. So this is like a book, super clean manual right there. We have this on the back and this on the front. It is beautiful. First of all, we have the content, safety tips, more tips on all the parts, where to find the app, base station and antenna placement. Also this, and it's already all about the mapping, how to create one, and then also more settings, operation and features, all the specs. Part 2, maintenance tips and more tips and error messages. So super comprehensive step-by-step manual, great to see. I can't wait to set it all up. Done with the unboxing, let's get to my first impressions and then of course to a close overview. So here we go. Well, first of all, let's remove the wrap and we can just roll it back out. Really cool. And there we go. Wow. So as you can see, it's really a super compact unit. Nice gray and red color scheme. And it is fairly light as well. Single cutting disc on the bottom. All right, really cool. Safety button on top, radars in the front. We have the charging contacts here as well. So yeah, really dope. So let's take a close look. So here we have it from the side with the danger note right here, side sensor, and the wheel looks really cool with the brand logo. This is some sort of a semi-soft rubber for enhanced friction. So let's turn it to the front. It literally looks like a car in here. So we have 2 of these headlights, charging contacts in here. And note, these are spring-loaded. We have the AI smart sensors right here, vision-based system, really nice. Here we have it from the other side. This side is basically just blank. And from the back. Looks really dope from the back. We have all sorts of notes and safety tips down here. Looks really spacey from the back, really cool. And before we turn it over, this is the top with the brand. Nice screen, buttons, really nice buttons, massive stop button. This will also activate when it flips over. Great safety feature. And right here, DEPS, Dynamic Exact Positioning System. And also right here, these two contacts. And now let's check out the belly of the beast. So right here, we can see the wheels a bit better, the profile. And these are independent wheels. As you can see, we have the front wheels and the axis. This one can go up and down as well as side to side. Nice pivoting system. And these wheels can also rotate 360 degrees. And then we of course also have the cutting disc with 3 blades attached. Genius system, because as you can see, they can pivot out of the way if it hits a rock or any other hard object for that matter. So it will not destroy the blades or the disc. So this will last, and best of all, it won't throw rocks out because of this free floating system right here. And lastly right here, we also have the loudness rating IPX6. Just 56 decibels. That is incredibly silent. So there we have it. Not bad, right? So let's set it all up, check out the app, and then of course test it. So here we have all the parts, but first let's start with a garden tour. So we have the easy part right here with a rather nice grass, tall grass right there. Then we will go all the way over there, and this is where it will get pretty hardcore. We have quite a steep slope right here. As you can see, this will be a great test for the climbing abilities. We will have to maneuver this as well as these bushes, and then all the way over there we have quite a bumpy terrain, and also right here right next to it the pool. So this will be quite a hard test for this robot, to say the least. But as I like to say, a regular normal garden, every robot can do it, but only the best can handle this garden right here. But first of all, we of course have to set it all up, fix the base, install the antenna. So let's get right to it, and I will do it straight how the manual wants me to do it. Once again, we have all the parts right here. So first of all, charging station. Find a good spot, no obstacles within 2 meters, that should be fine. And now let's connect it to the power. We have the brick right here and a nice elongation cable. So I will bring it inside the shed and I will just bring the cable to the station. So here we go. The brick has the same connector. You just need to plug it in just like that and screw it tight to get it water sealed. That's perfect. And we have it powered up, as we can see. So that's done. Now we could already turn on the mower and place it on the base. But I will first of all use the ground spikes to get it firmly in place. In this state, it would be perfect for finding the right position, or for just charging it on a flat ground. But since I already know that I want to have it right here, I will install the spikes, or these are actually ground screws, right here and right now, and we will also get a tool for that. So let's get the position perfect, and now just like that. So here we go, all 6 ground spikes in place. And next would be to install the antenna. So let's put together the pole and screw it all together just like that. Ground spike is in place, the beam is fixed, and you need to insert the wire from the bottom and then go this way. I went the wrong way when I first did it. And now just connect the cables, screw it together, and just like that we have the perfect placement. Okay, now I need to pull it through all the way, and this position should give us perfect coverage for the whole garden. And we have the set screw right there, same tool as before, just like so. The antenna is fixed. Let's connect it to the base, and the cable is right here on the top. As you can see, the cable is quite long, so you can also position the antenna quite far away from the base station, which is a great plus. The higher the antenna, the better. Bit of cable management, that's looking good to me. Let's insert it, and there we go. Very well. Let's tuck it away. Perfect. As you can see right here, there is also a wall mounting pole available for mounting it like this, here with a few examples. And now they actually want you to insert the screws, and I totally get it, because connecting the last cable was quite hard since it was already all the way to the wall, but it's fine. And now I can finally turn on the mower and charge it up. So this will be the last part, the last step for this setup, and then it's all about the app. Right here, press and hold. Booting up, looks like that. Great display, by the way. So we have the select buttons right there. Let's pick English, and we have a pin code. Welcome to use. Okay, wow, nice on-device menu. really cool. But yeah, as we can see, the battery is less than 50%, so we definitely need to charge it up. So yeah, I will just... Oh yeah, the charging contacts are actually right here in the front. So just like that. Perfect. The LED indicator will also switch up the behavior from the constant light to the breathing light. So we have it on the base charging, and now let's check out this app. By the way, we have the base indicator, indication LED, and also right here on the antenna. And when it gets to the app, this is the publisher RoboUP. There's only one app, you can't go wrong. And after giving it all the permissions, creating an account and logging in, this is where we will end up. So down here we have the home tab, and we also have the me tab right here, where we can check the notifications, language, and all of that stuff, version update as well. So let's click on the plus or on add a device right here. So step 1, let's go. It is on, that's fine. And it was immediately detected, so let's click on connect Wi-Fi. Oh, we need to switch to this one. Now I get it. We need to switch to the device Wi-Fi. Okay, that's better. Okay, just like that, we're now connecting to the network. Connection successful, confirm. So step 1 done, step 2 installation. Oh, so check this out, we will get a tutorial. Next step, that's done. So let's click finished and next. Power is on, yes. So we will also get a really nice tutorial. RTK indicator is solid blue, as you saw, really nice. Great app, great tutorial. And we have already fixed it in place as well. And next up would already be to create a virtual map. Should we do it? I guess we could. I actually wanted to wait until it's fully charged, but let's just see what will happen. Let's do it. Okay, let's create zone 1. So we have auto mapping and we have manual mapping right here. I think for this garden, manual mapping would be the preferred option, but just for fun, let's try out the auto mapping. Boom. Okay, so let's click on start creating boundary. So it's now calibrating and just like that, it's starting up. Now that's going to be interesting. What's interesting is there is no bumper on this robot, so it will work just over sensors. This fence seems to be really tricky, but it's actually handling it quite well. Now look at that, it just turned on the front headlights. How cool is that? So when it will add up in a darker spot, it will just illuminate the surroundings itself. Wow, it can even navigate this area with the trees, but that's really not where I wanted to go for this test. So I will just get in the way. Going up the slope, I can't believe it. Really nice. It handled this part perfectly. Incredible. It's crazy. That is quite spectacular. Cool, right? Really cool. Where is it? Around the tree, really nice. And soon we will have the last segment. Very well. So, seems like we're done with the mapping. It will now return to the base, back to charging. And it says it right here, completed. Do you want to save? Yes, let's save it. Saving the map. Okay, next. All right, so as you can see, it smoothed out the map quite a bit and we now can add manual pathways and stuff like that. So as you can see, even in a really hard terrain, it did a surprisingly well job with the mapping, which demonstrates the capabilities of this machine. But a manual map, at least in this case, would be faster and also more precise. So before we get to it, let me show you everything that you can see and do in the app. So we have these 3 nodes right there. We have the help segment right there, explanations. We can set up boundaries right there. For this, we will get into the manual drive mode right there. Let's go back. We can also set no-go zones and passageways for the robot to drive in between zones, for example. We can save that. Here we have all the stats right there, estimated mowing time, and we can also schedule the mowing. We can add it right here, day, start time, end time, and the repeat time. But let's skip that for now. So this is actually what I wanted to show you in the first place. So we have the map right there, and right here, check this out, we have the functionalities of the mower itself, and that's the interesting part that I want to show you before we get to the mowing test. So we have the mowing settings right here, where we can set the cutting height and the mowing path control, and here we also have a angle, really cool. We also have spot cutting, let's remove that, where we can set a spot. We can again schedule mowing tasks. We can also go into the remote control mode. Really cool and funny. We have the device log right here, errors and work log. We can select if it should mow in the rain or not. Then we have the blades live and also a replacement tutorial in here. We have the anti-theft on, of course. We can set no mowing for animal protection. Here we also have the Wi-Fi settings once again, device information right there, and also we can change the pin code right here, but that's fine for now, and we can also unbind the device. So that's great. Then right here we have the map settings, and right here we can also edit the map. That's looking good. We have RTK, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, battery indicator, the area and the mode time, and we can also press play right now or let it return to the base with this button. So that was not intended. Charge, perform, and as you can see, it's getting quite dark already, so it will activate the headlights. Really cool. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the manual mapping and an actual mowing test. As you saw, the automatic mapping works surprisingly well. I'm amazed. But of course, for a more complex garden like this one, manual mapping is better and more precise, I think. Look at this terrain, no question about that. So let's click on create map once more. I have removed and reset everything, and this time we'll go for manual mapping. Everything looks good to me, so let's click on start creating boundary. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so we are ready to go. Okay, I'm ready. Let's move it over here. Looking good to me, and now let's start. Okay, so just along this fence, and I will go left right here so that we can get a clear difference, and also right a bit more, and this should do. And let's go for a corner right there just for fun, and back to the starting position just like that. It automatically completed the map. Let's save it, and there we go. That's lawn 1. That's one zone. We can do a separate zone for the hill, for the trees, for the corners, for everything basically. Go for different settings. The same way we can also create boundaries, no-go zones and passages. And we also have tips down here. Third tip, and with that said, we just need to click on a zone to start it, and we can see all the info about the zone, 19 square meters. And right here we can do settings just like that. Cutting height, let's go for 40. Path control, auto, that's good. Let's save that. Down here we can edit the map as before, but that's fine. Yeah, and with that said, let's mow it. And I will go for a time lapse. So let's see what it can do. That is looking awesome. That's the sound, by the way. So the grass is already quite high and quite thick, but as you can see, the bot will fight its way through it, no problem whatsoever. And as it's a single disc, only the right side will get cut, as you can see. So yeah, can't wait for the results. So first run is done. Not too bad for this catastrophic grass. You can see the paths on the phone, of course, all the stats, and I will let it run a second time to really cut down those piles of grass. So let's do it. Look how awesome it already looks. I think I will go for a third round. All right, check this out. 3 passes and precise lines every time in this tall grass. And as you can see right here, it is absolutely massive. It's like 20 centimeters high. The robot will get stuck a bit, but thanks to the RTK precise maneuvering, it will never lose a position. That's definitely awesome. And the results look pretty much perfect. And then if you go for a maintenance run every other day, maybe every 3 to 4 days, you should be golden. Again, you can check the progress on the app, check out the path. So yeah, awesome results, massive thumbs up from my side. So as you saw, aside from the newest tech, camera sensors, AI algorithms, and of course great hardware and a great design, the setup was super easy, straightforward and fast. Just put it all together, place the base, place the antenna, and you are set. Great build quality on all levels. It looks awesome and it performs just as well. RoboUP is a fairly new startup, and I have to say they did an outstanding job with the T1200 to say the least. The path planning and cutting performance is top notch, and the lawn never looked better. Parallel cutting perfection, it is just great. Aside from the precise RTK antenna, the robot also uses all sorts of sensors and radars, as well as a vision-based system in the front. to detect and avoid all sorts of objects and obstacles for that matter, all the way down to the size of little hedgehogs even. So not only is it silent, it is also safe for you, for your kids, for your family, your pets, and even wildlife. The app works great. It fits perfectly fine into any smart home environment, and it will of course save you tons and tons of work hours. It will save you work and time when it gets to keeping up your garden. So the T1200 is definitely worth the purchase. I can highly recommend it.